So I took off my hat and said, imagine that. Me working for you. Sign, everywhere sign. Criminals are running rampant in the UFC. Jon Jones is facing more charges since his retirement. Sedriques Dumas cannot fight due to his ankle monitor, and much more in this video. Got some custom shorts, got some fights to make. Let's get right into it. It's a banger. It's going to be a long one. We're going to start off in the chronological sequence here. Last Saturday at UFC Baku in the post-fight press conference, Dana White announced, and I'll play the clip for you here.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
No idea what happened to the quality in the middle of that video. Jon Jones has retired. Now, we all saw this coming, right? I mean, we all wanted fuck Jon Jones, bro. We all wanted the fight to happen. Dana, 2 weeks ago, said the fight is 100%, guys. 100% this fight's going to happen. Didn't happen. Week later, did not happen. Or maybe 2 weeks later, did not happen. It's genuinely terrible. It's horrible for the sport. But, of course, Jon is horrible for the sport. By the way, Full Violence, give me a shout. Sorry, my mind went to it. Dustin Poirier is really good for the sport. That's where my mind was going. Jon Jones is horrible for the sport. He's always been selfish, and he's always been extremely irresponsible. He's so, he only cares about himself. It's so obvious. He doesn't care that the sport does well. He doesn't care that his fellow fighters do well or gain a legacy or gain a name or anything. He only wants himself to do well and fuck everybody else, which I've preached this before for certain fights. Just wrestle, win the fight, who cares? Fuck the fans. He's a dickhead, though, and he's a cheater, and he's a horrible human being. Usually when I say fuck the fans, it's like a guy like Bilal. Bilal's an amazing person. Fuck the fans, Bilal. Win your fights, get your money. So, on Saturday, Dana White announced Jon Jones' official retirement from the UFC, from MMA in general. He, said it on I think it was on the Full Send podcast. He said that he's not even thinking about MMA. Days later, yesterday, Tuesday. So Saturday, his retirement is announced. Tuesday, which as we all know, Tuesday is when they do shit in UFC. He is removed from the roster. Now, this is it's weird to me. Usually you would go, okay, yeah, the guy retires. Next time they're working on stuff, he's removed from the roster, right? That's how it usually goes. Wrong. Retired guys always stay on the roster for a long time. Dominic Cruz retired after getting hurt for UFC Seattle in maybe I forget when it was, February. He got hurt and pulled out, and he said, guys, I'm done fighting. Maybe 3 months later, he got removed from the roster. So he's on the UFC roster for 3 months after his official retirement. And then they remove him. Jose Aldo just retired in May. He just got removed last week. So almost an entire month goes by before Jose Aldo is removed from the roster. But Jon Jones is removed on the very Tuesday that he retired? I don't know, guys. It's just kind of iffy. It's questionable. How did because I know how their contracts work. It's really predatory. We learned this from the antitrust lawsuit. But as soon as Jon Jones wants to retire, he can go. I don't know about all that. I don't know. Paul Craig's not even signed with them anymore, and he hasn't even been removed from the roster. He doesn't even have a contract right now, and he hasn't been removed from the roster. I don't think. Maybe he hasn't. I just missed it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's continue down. So he retires. He's removed from the roster. I kind of skipped forward to the Tuesday. So just to bring up this point of it's really weird that he got removed so fast from the roster. But we're going back to Saturday. Saturday, he's officially retired. Hours later, he has felony news from the Albuquerque. It doesn't say on here from Albuquerque something. Albuquerque whatever. Times or whatever. It's not actually Albuquerque, whatever. Albuquerque Journal. I think Ariel said that. In February, Jon Jones got in a car accident, left a half-naked drunk woman in his car, and ran from the scene on foot. Then the police arrived and talked to the lady, and she said, Jon Jones was driving the car. You can call him. Now, this isn't exactly what the post says. I'm extrapolating information based on other posts that I've seen that I don't have here, based on other news that we'll get to. She calls him, and he threatens the cops with lethal force through third parties. Now, we'll see exactly what he means by that. So, let's just think here for a moment. What else? Jon Jones, he has before got in accidents, multiple, where he was intoxicated and fled from the scene. So he has a history of doing this. He's in the car with a half-naked drunk woman. I can't imagine that he was sober. I can't imagine that Jon Jones was not out partying for his retirement. And then he's actually doesn't have a sip of alcohol or do any narcotics in his parties. And then he gets in his car to drive home a random drunk woman. I don't think that that's what happened. If you ask me, that just sounds a little bit out there. All alleged, by the way. Later, this video comes out from the Albuquerque Police Department. There's body cam footage. The woman is blacked out here. I'm not going to play the video. It's 2.5 minutes almost. Jon Jones says over the phone in the video, "You won't be the first guy I've threatened this year. If you're untraceable, my brothers, they kill people over way less." So he's threatening that his brothers, I'm assuming friends, not his actual brothers who are also professional athletes, have killed people before for Jon Jones, and that he will kill the police officer through his brothers. Jon Jones has been arrested, but you don't have to. If you subscribe to my channel, you won't be arrested. I can't guarantee that. I actually shouldn't have even said that at all. Really. It was that was a horrible call to action. Subscribe and like the video. Do you remember that in February of this year, Jon Jones went randomly live on his Instagram account for about 30 seconds, 22-second video right here. You can't see it, it's cut off. He just goes live and he's spouting nonsense. I'll play the video.
On a trip and get pissed off, disappointed. Another dad, you just want to kill him.
And then he ends. I don't even know half of what he said in that video. Something about his kids, and I can't really hear. It's like playing through my headphones here, but I don't have him on clearly, so I can't. I don't even remember what he said back when it happened. But if I hear at the beginning,
you get pissed off.
Oh, I skipped it by accident. He says I'm on a trip and I'm getting pissed off. Now everyone figured this was like a little vacation. But now we know it falls in the same time as this car accident. I believe the car accident was February 24th. This falls into the same time frame that he goes live. He's on a trip? Well, where are you on a trip, John? You've gotten in a car accident in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's where you live. You're not on a trip anywhere unless he means a different kind of trip. I'll leave that to the audiences to figure out. But now he's getting pissed off. He says some more stuff about, whatever. He's very clearly intoxicated here. If this happened on the same night, this is incredibly incriminating. That's all I'm going to say. All alleged, by the way. Now today, he went crazy on Twitter. I have no idea what he is talking about. There's multiple things to go through here. You can see my little mouse click on the side there. There's multiple pages of his sounding off on Twitter. Close enough. Welcome back, Kanye, says Wyatt Smith 4915. Thank you, Wyatt. So I'm going to read these from the oldest to the newest. You can decipher it yourself. I've tried. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He starts off by saying, "The guy in the brown jacket. Here, take my phone. He went that way. If people start getting away with this, it's going to start a free-for-all. Intelligence. I guess when you have a voice, you should use it. Happy retirement to me. This is one of the most logical ones that he's posted. Because, you know, news of his felony activity came out. Happy retirement to me. It's like a sarcastic, like, oh, fuck you guys kind of thing. That one kind of makes sense. Crazy coincidence. That's just its own tweet. Bob Marley said, don't worry. All these arguments with our best fighters to be this dumb? I mean, that's so many tweets. Feels like guilt is consuming him over leaving this woman in his car while he fled the scene on foot because he was drunk or high on a trip. Anyways, that'll do it for the Jon Jones stuff. Get this guy behind bars immediately, please. In other news, now we're kind of getting into like some more happy, upbeat news. UFC BJJ championship belt was revealed. UFC BJJ, of course, their TV series that they're doing, UFC BJJ Road to the Title. It's the same name as the Power Slap. It's Power Slap Road to the Title, but it's Jiu-Jitsu. It's the same name. They didn't even change the name. Whatever. It actually kind of looks fun. I might watch it. I'm not going to lie. It does actually look like a fun watch. But they revealed the belt. This is sick. This belt is so dope. I wish we had belts like this in UFC. Now, I wanted to talk about this because I have an opinion that I think not a lot of people agree with. I have an opinion that I think a lot of people will be very upset by. Low-key, I do not like the old belt. I know everyone goes, the old belt is so much better than the new. I hate the old belt. It looks like 90s WWE. I hate the new belt as well, but I like it more. It's kind of cool. You know, I understand the design of it. It's change it. You know, I feel like we're due for a change. This is dope. This one is so sick. Having the black belt there. Oh my God, it's so dope. This is a sick belt. I'm very happy with it. On to other custom stuff. Angela Hill. I will say Angela Hill often makes satirical comments and posts on her Instagram. So this is to be taken with a grain of salt. She posted that she will have custom shorts for her fight on August 9th against Yasmin Lucindo. They're kind of cool. They're kind of like, this part I don't understand. Over by the hill, before it gets to the hill, it has the fist over the alien face. They're honestly probably in the bottom 5 custom shorts ever made. I do like the idea of custom shorts in general. So I think that they're like, you know, they're kind of cool. I don't know. They're all right. They're not amazing. They're not like Alexandre Pantoja shorts. Now, Alexandre Pantoja fighting this weekend for his fourth defense of the flyweight title against Kai Kara France. He got some custom shorts. Everyone loves them except me. They're just Valentina shorts, or I guess her top, but like it's her kit. It's just Valentina's fight kit, but black and red, and it's a 2 dragon instead of a dragon and a tiger. But like, bro, they're just Valentina shorts. He just got Valentina shorts black and red and symmetrical. Also scheduled for UFC 317 was supposed to be Sedriques Dumas versus Jackson McVeigh in Jackson McVeigh's UFC debut. Sedriques Dumas coming off of a knockout loss to, I don't even fucking know. It was a horrible fight. It was really pathetic. Then he got arrested for pretending to be a dog in someone's dog cage because he was robbing their house and the police got there. And they obviously caught him because clearly not a dog. Clearly a man. So I don't know how he thought he would get away with that one. He has pulled out of his fight. You can see it. He has an ankle monitor because he was just arrested for burglary. He has an ankle monitor. Him and his attorney had asked to get a judge to say that he can get rid of the ankle monitor because he has to fight for money on Saturday. But they can't get in front of the judge until Thursday. So they pulled out of the fight. He pulled out of his fight because he has an ankle monitor. How are you training? How is he training for this fight? Was he training at home? I guess it wasn't house arrest. This is insane. This is unprecedented. I can't believe that he's pulled out of his fight. I was actually excited to watch this fight. I quite like Sedriques Dumas. As bad as he is as a fighter, I quite like him. Now we're going to get into some fights. Obviously, this is not a confirmed fight. This is more of a call-out, but I just want to break it down because I want to talk about it. It's fun. Nazim Sadikov, who just had Fight of the Year contender against Nicholas Mata on Saturday. Won by knockout in round 2. Late round 2. First round was back and forth. It was crazy. It was insane. It was so much fun. He got dropped a couple times, I think, in round 1. Both body shots that dropped him. He ends up coming back. I think there was 200 strikes thrown between the two of them in a round and 3/4. Benoit Saint-Denis, I don't know how he's... I can't imagine that he's going to be getting a top 10 opponent or top 5. He got fraud checked by Dustin Poirier. Fraud check is a loose term here. Got beat bad by Moik. I mean, he got knocked out by Dustin Poirier, and he got beat worse by Money Moik. Renato Moicano. I mean, that's crazy to me, you know? Headlining this card is Nasruddin Imavov versus Caio Borralho. This fight is so good. Imavov, dude, just coming off of a crazy knockout over Israel Adesanya, knocked him out in round 2, slept him pretty, not like flatline, but slept him good. Borralho, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say I think Borralho is not the worst of the fighting nerds because we've seen Carlos Prates lose. Borralho hasn't. But I think he's the least popular. He's also the most inactive. Hasn't fought since August, where he beat Jerry Cannonier by decision. Did look that up. This is a really good fight. Both of them are big names. This is clearly a number 1 contendership fight for the title. The August pay-per-view is Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev in the middleweight division. These two fighting September 6th. Not long after. Timelines will line up. The winner of this will be taking on the winner of Khamzat Chimaev and Dricus du Plessis. This fight has major implications. This is a phenomenal card. I was watching the Guru, MMA Guru, yesterday say that, you know, it's pathetic that we don't have a fucking September pay-per-view, by the way. Make this the pay-per-view. Get Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane on this card immediately. That's it. Although I think that they might do Jailton Almeida. I think they might do Jailton Almeida versus Tom Aspinall. He feels like the most deserving right now. Tom has a win over everybody except for Gane because Gane has ducked him. Jailton Almeida feels like the obvious choice, but if they can probably easily make UFC Paris a pay-per-view. Gane is a big name. Co-main event, Imavov, who's French. Then you add in a Benoit Saint-Denis versus a Nazim Sadikov. That card is immediately good. It's so good. It's like so far away, but it's so good. We are back on the Sadikov thing. I will continue down some more unconfirmed fights, but these are looking pretty good. I just can't imagine that these are real. Suga KO on Verdict MMA is the source here. I feel like he might have made it up. I've trusted Verdict before on their iffy fights, fight matchmaking, and it's paid off. I broke down Diego Silva, merged him into one guy. Diego Lopes, Jean Silva. I broke this down months ago. So, you know, I'm on top of the game over here. Allegedly, not apparently, alleged, not even alleged. There's a chance that the UFC 321 October card, main event of the evening, will be Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira 2. I don't know, man. I've also seen people talking about Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira moving up to heavyweight, becoming the first 3-time champion, maybe. 3-division champion. Potentially. I don't know. I'm such a big Pereira fan, dude, but Onk shut him down so easily. I mean, it was a close fight, right? It wasn't dominant Ankalaev for 5 rounds. He won the fight, but there was some sways, some swing rounds. Alex is old, man. He's old and he's hurt. He hasn't taken that much time off. The fight was in January. Or maybe, I think it was January. I think it was 3/11. If that fight were to happen, by the way, I don't think I gave my picks for any of these announced fights. My fault. Sadikov, Benoit Saint-Denis, going Sadikov. Imavov Baralho, going Imavov. Pereira Ankalaev. Fuck, we're going Ankalaev. We're going fucking Ankalaev, man. Fuck. It feels like such an easy fight for him now. He's already spent 25 minutes with Alex. He knows Alex's style. They're going to fucking poison him again. They're going to poison him again. I just know it. The co-main event of that fight, allegedly, there's a chance, might be Jack Della Maddalena making his first defense of the welterweight title against the now non-champion Islam Makhachev, moving up from lightweight. Vacated his title. Obviously, that title fight is going to be happening this weekend. Makhachev is vacated, moving up to welterweight to take on Jack Della Maddalena. What a good fight. Islam, I think, wins this. What am I talking about? I think that Islam Makhachev will lose this fight. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a really close fight, actually. Now that I'm like really thoroughly in my head thinking about it, like, I feel like Islam's a better wrestler than Bilal, but also Jack stuffed Bilal's takedowns a lot of the time. And Jack's boxing is so good. I think he outclasses Islam on the feet, and Islam is very good on the feet. I think he outclasses him on the feet. Can he defend it? But he's also so much bigger. Islam's a 55er, man. Going up to 170. Della's a 170-pounder. So he might be able to stuff the takedowns. I don't know. He's got such good boxing, such good combos, really smart with his technique in general. He's very fight IQ heavy. You know, I call back to the Gilbert Burns fight where he had a broken arm, but he recognized that Gilbert wanted to wrestle. So when he stands up in that last round, he lands that knee knowing Gilbert's going down for another takedown. He's really smart, good pattern recognition on the kid. I think, dude, I don't know. It's such a close fucking fight. What do I want? I think I want Islam to win this because I do like Islam Makhachev. I know a lot of the Dagestanis get hate. A lot of them deserve it. Islam actually finishes fights. Islam's pretty good, man. I like Islam. I want Islam to win. I think, dude, I just think that he will not. I just think that Jack is gonna stuff his shit every time, and he's gonna. Yeah. Jack Della by finish. Lest we forget, Islam Makhachev got knocked out by Adriano Martins. Jack Della by finish. We continue the next fight of the evening. These are confirmed. I believe that this is confirmed. There's a couple, like 50% confirmed fights. Alexander Bane Gustafsson. He's on the right. He's the skinhead. Well, fuck, really bad. He's the guy with the tattoos. Alexander Bane Gustafsson. Just made his debut a few weeks ago. It wasn't all that impressive. It was honestly quite sad. He is fighting Rinat Fakhretdinov. Now, Rinat Fakhretdinov, I don't remember what he's done recently. I think in October, maybe, or September, he got a very, very bad robbery victory. It was the Abu Dhabi fight card. They gave him a 30-27. Now, I want this to sink in. He is a Muslim fighter who was in Abu Dhabi, who lost a fight 3-0 and was given a 30-27 scorecard. He beat Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal juiced. It's okay. He's juiced. Very good, though. And he lost that fight, but the judges gave it to him by unanimous decision. He's a robbery merchant. That was a clear robbery. He stole money out of Carlos Leal's pocket. That's what happened. Anyways, he's taking on Andreas Gustafsson. I feel like he's really small for some reason, versus Gustafsson is tall. So, don't love this fight for him. This is also on the France card. Shaping up pretty good here. This is honestly a decent fight. I'm not going to say what this guy is, Gustafsson, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I got yelled at recently for calling somebody else what he is. But he is like legit one of them. You know what I mean? He's like for real. Not even a suspicion or like a joke. He is genuinely for real one of those guys. If you know, you know. Andreas Gustafsson is not that fun to watch, though. He just had a very boring decision over whoever. It's a decent fight. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to give it to Gustafsson, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rinat Fakhretdinov pulls off an insane robbery. We continue. Kevin Holland is taking on Daniel Rodriguez. D-Rod. This one is one of the ones that I don't know that this is true. This feels like such a weird fight to make for Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland coming off of a victory over Vicente Luque. Inside the rankings victory over Vicente Luque. I don't understand giving him D-Rod. He just beat 15-ranked Vicente Luque. Now he has to fight down against Daniel Rodriguez, who I think lost his last fight. If not, it was close. Maybe he won. Dude, yo, that was an insane knockout from D-Rod. That knockout has been overshadowed in my mind, though, by the Drew Dober knockout, because it was very similar, where he knocks out Santiago Ponzinibbio, and Ponzi gets up like he wants to fight, and he's wobbling around everywhere, and he doesn't know what's going on. But he's just got the heart to stay in it. It was very similar to the Drew Dober one, where Drew Dober got knocked out, and then he stands up, and he's like, still wants to. He was less wobbly than Pons, but it just has overshadowed, because I feel like the Drew Dober knockout was better than the Santiago Ponzinibbio knockout. That fight wasn't that good. It was decent. I mean, they were both kind of striking weirdly. They were striking weirdly. But he's got a crazy knockout over Santiago Ponzinibbio. I just don't understand the Kevin Holland matchmaking here. This is scheduled to be at UFC 318 in New Orleans. If that's true, this will be announced very soon. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Kevin Holland by whatever. I think Kevin Holland by submission. Kevin Holland is on his bullshit right now. I think Kevin Holland has the drive right now to do very well in welterweight division, which is something rare for Kevin Holland. I don't think he's often that guy, but right now he's standing on business. So I got Kevin Holland to take this fight by submission. It should be a good one. We're up to the last fight here. I skipped out on one. Rafa Garcia versus Jared Gordon. Don't really have much to say about it. Jared Gordon has a win over Paddy Pimblett. Boring. He actually doesn't have a win over Paddy Pimblett, but he won that fight. We all know it. And I think he got a crazy knockout recently, or finished a fight recently or something. He fought recently. I think. Maybe he pulled out last second. I don't even know. Dude, my brain is so fried recently. I don't know why. Whatever. Diego Lopes to be fighting Jean Silva. Jean Lord Silva. I broke this fight down a while ago. I'm just going to really quickly go over, I feel like this fight is not a good fight for Jean Silva. He just come off of a Bryce Mitchell win. Now he's fighting an amazing striker in Diego Lopes. Diego Lopes just went the distance with Volkanovski. He lost that fight, but it was close, man. He had Volk hurt at one point. He kind of has his telltale sign when he itches his little neck here. And as soon as he stops itching, you know he's going to strike. Which I feel like is a major downfall of Diego Lopes. But I think Jean Silva is so... I don't think he's ready for a Diego Lopes. I hate this fight, by the way. It should have been Diego Lopes against Yair Rodriguez, not Yair Rodriguez against Volkanovski, and Diego Lopes against Lord Silva. John Lord Silva. My apologies. It's just a horrible fight. I don't know. I just wanted to go over quickly because it was officially announced to be the headliner of UFC Noche at the Frostbank Center in Texas. It was originally supposed to be in Guadalajara, but of course, Guadalajara constructions postponed, delayed, whatever. It's been moved. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe button, as it does really support my channel. Ran through that. Subscribe and like, please. Thank you. Also, turn on the notifications. 2 videos at least a week. At least 2 videos per week. Sometimes I have something to rant about and talk about, and I'll upload another video. Thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.